Hey guys, welcome to Cameras and Cats. Today we're going to talk about the Nikon FE2. And we are here at the Vista House in the Columbia River Gorge, and it's a nice day and we're going to take some fun photos. So this is the Nikon FE2, and it's a 35mm film camera, and I got it from Blue Moon Camera in Portland, Oregon, which is a really cool camera store. They sell like vintage film cameras, and they do prints, and they process film, and they scan film, and all kinds of fun stuff. So I got this there, and when I went in, I was looking for a Pentax K1000, but once I started talking to them, I realized this camera was like better for me because it does double exposures really easily. You just take a picture. Then when you wind it, if you hold this little knob back and then wind it, then it'll stay on the same frame and it won't advance. So then you can take another one. You can take like as many as you want. So then when you're done, you just don't do that and then you just wind it regularly. Also, what's really nice about it is that it has aperture priority, so I can choose what the aperture is and then it will automatically set the shutter speed. And that was another reason that there was some other 35mm that I didn't really end up getting, because like when I'm shooting a wedding, I really want to be able to shoot double exposures and I really want to be able to do it quickly, and I want to be able to use aperture priority, which is what I usually shoot in at weddings. So it just seemed like the perfect thing for me. So on this camera, it has the Nikon Nikkor 15mm 1.4 lens. These are known for being really sharp. So even though it is an autofocus lens, you can actually use the autofocus on this camera because this camera is older than the lens. So luckily Nikon, a lot of the lenses actually connect still. They use the same like mount, the newer lenses, with the old cameras, which is pretty awesome. So you get to get like, the coolness of the old style camera with a newer lens that's sharper. So I bought this camera because I wanted like a really nice 35mm that was sharp and crisp, because I had a few different like Canon ones, but they were like really cheap and crappy. So far I've had this camera for probably like a year or so, and I really like it, but I don't know if I'm like so much a fan of like 35mm, like the frame of 35mm, because I really like medium format and I really like square format. So I don't know if it's like, it's really nice and easy to carry around, so I take it on trips like this when we're just going into the gorge. So the top 5 best parts about this camera are that it is easy to do double exposures, has aperture priority, the lens is pretty sharp, and it is, what else?
Sexy looking.
Oh yeah, it looks cool. It's fun to use, and let's see, what's one more positive thing about this? It's pretty small, I guess.
When you make a top 5 list, you're supposed to already have all of them written down.
Top 3?
Okay, top 3 things. Let's try this again.
So the top 3 best things about this camera are, it can do double exposures really easily, it has a pretty sharp lens, and it has aperture priority. So these are things that are all really important to me. So in that capacity, it was a good camera choice. But I would say the negative things are, one is that sometimes it's hard to tell if you have film in here. I'm sure if you're like a film camera pro, then you would know, because I've learned now that if there's film in there and you take a picture and you wind it, that the little knob will like turn a little bit if there's film in it, because the film is like being wound. But one time I shot a whole roll thinking there was film in the camera and then realized there wasn't, so that was really annoying. It is not as sharp as I would like for it to be, but it's still pretty sharp. Well, it's also manual focus, which is nice, but when you're shooting a wedding, sometimes it's hard. And this one's actually kind of hard to see when you're in focus, which is kind of annoying. I don't know, sometimes it's just hard to tell. Sometimes it's easy. Like, it's easy if you're doing a landscape shot, but like, sometimes it's hard to see. I would recommend this camera if you were looking for, a fun 35mm camera that's film to learn more about how to shoot, because it has aperture priority and things like that, but you can also do manual. And you know, it does double exposure, so you can really experiment. And you know, there's no light leaks or anything like that. It closes, you know, really well in the back. So like if you're just starting, this would definitely be a good camera to use. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's probably like 7, I guess.
Millie score gives it a 7.
Yeah.
Millie score gives it a 7.
This was my first Nikon camera ever too. Still a Canon person so far, but that's okay. I still like having it so that I don't feel like I'm too in the Canon club. You know, at least I own a Nikon so I can kind of understand it.
You trader.
No, I still love Canons. We've been walking around the gorge today taking photos with it. It's been pretty hot. We went on a trail called Coyote Wall Trail, and it was very hot.
Millie did not like it.
Well, you know, it's just one of those days where I was already tired, and so once we started going and it was so hot, I was like dying. And so then
It was like a desert.
it was literally like a desert, and it was supposed to be like 74 in the gorge today, so I thought it'd be like the perfect temperature. But so far we've ended up going everywhere where it's like 85 degrees, so I'm just like sweating, like right now. There's lots of teenagers up here, like right
Way too many teenagers.
Their cars, which is super annoying.
They should be in school,
Yeah.
even though it's 7 o'clock at night. Wait, no, 6 o'clock. Is it 6?
6 o'clock. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys some of the photos that we took with the Nikon FE2. I don't know if that was the suckiest review ever. I want you to take a picture of me in front of it. Here, I'll do a double so you can just take one of me real quick.
What did I do to you today, Mel?
Well, we were supposed to go on a hike, and then we had accidentally already gone on the hike. So then we went to a different trailhead, which it wasn't even on my list of places to go. So now we're here, and it's supposed to be the perfect temperature in the gorge, but instead we're baking in the literally hottest part of the gorge, where everything is shriveled up to oblivion, and it's like so hot, and I just went to go experience the breeze along the water. But instead, literally we're in the fire hazard zone.
It's really close to the water,
There's a breeze, but it's hot.
but it's a desert.
And I dropped my camera on this stupid experience.
Dropped her camera. This is a very expensive camera to drop, and it was in mint condition 5 seconds ago.
Thank you, Chris.
Shipped from Japan over here for Millie. Do you want to keep going, Mill? At least we got our millennial coconut water. It's vital.
Okay, Chris.
You're actually gonna go for it? Let's see how long she survives. I give her 10 minutes. I think this is it for Mill. It's too hot. We made it about maybe like a quarter of a mile.
No, half a mile.
Half mile, that's it. She's the one that exercises every day.
It's too hot.
It's too hot, apparently. Yeah, she keeps on trucking.
Can you take a picture of me sitting in the flowers?
Yes. One, two, three. So cool. Life is suffering forever. Constant friction. That's life. What are you taking a picture of?
Mountain.
You can barely see it over there.
Oh, it's hot.
Woo! These are good ones? What is? Fun.
It's balls. It's pretty though. Dry as a bone. Uh-oh, your favorite one.
I already have like that, 2 of those.
Staying alive. You go straight for the records.
This is like the gold zone for records right here.
Every single time, we spend so much time looking at records in every single store we go to.
Well, I haven't looked at records in a while.
And I'm having a sugar crash. Oh man, I want that fish thing.
Oh my god, look at the dam. Alright, visitor center is up ahead. That is some serious megawatts.
Not as cool as the Hoover Dam.
This looks way cooler.
Does it?
Yeah.
Looks boring to me.
Freaking awesome dam.
Are you serious? This is exciting to you?
This is very exciting.
The
Visitor
Hoover
Mountain's
Dam looked
still
cool
half a
because it
mile
was
away.
actually cool.
So this is where they have a giant effing dam. And what they do here at the Bonneville Dam is that they do big giant monster power. You want to talk about power? This is where some power is in the
You are
world.
so boring.
So they produce over 1 bajillion
this is
megawatts
stop.
per second.
I've been more bored in my life.
We could be electrocuted at any moment.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh yeah. That is what 50 billion jillion gallons of water looks like. You don't want to fall in there, Mel. Where's the fish? Are they this way? Oh my god, we're about to view the actual fish. What is that thing? What are those things? Those are scary. Are they? Looking at the fish ladder from the outside. Lots of weirdness.
Thanks for tuning into Cameras and Cats today to learn more about the Nikon FE2. Make sure to like and subscribe and be nice. And you can follow me on Instagram at MilesCatherine or at Cameras and Cats. And have a great day.
Alright, that was it. No more film left.
Let's take the last one.
Time to go back to Portland.
Time for some delicious Indian food and comedy club.
Did you pick a comedy club out? We're going to a specific
We're
one?
going to Funhouse Lounge.
Funhouse Lounge. As usual, she forgot the camera lens. Where's she going? Now I gotta pick her up on the side of the road. Was it over there?
Look, my lens cap.
Typical.
Like I always do.
Every time she does this. Nothing's changed. What can you do?
Are you even driving on the right side of the road?
I hope so.
It looked weird when you were driving up to me on that side of the road.
This is the right side.
There's like teenage boys.
I know, that's why I wanted to do this. How were you weren't looking at them?
I just can't. And then my song comes on.
Nobody's even looking over
So
here.
embarrassing.
It's not that embarrassing.
So it's a
This was my first 35mm camera. Don't look over there. Put your arm down. Make sure you smile instead of looking like you're like a throw up or something.
Good job, my camera.
I'm gonna cry now.
Stop.
So sad.
It's sad.
In the city of Compton. In the city of Compton. What happened? Oh no!
Little devil plant.
She doesn't like nature very much. The other day, we tried to go for a 2-night camping trip a couple months ago. And we went one night, and then it was like, well, that was enough.
You wanted to go home too. It was raining.
She doesn't really like it. She likes like the rich life and the giant hotels. What? I get the middle finger for that. I feel like that's not deserved. Yourself, you need to shoot me being here at the dam.
Here he is at the dam.
It's so exciting.
It's the most boring
We
thing
are so happy to be
I've
here.
ever done.
The door is just closed. The door is just closed. Now we're in the fish world. Where's the fish? Gross noodles.
Today we're at the Vista House, which is up in the Columbia River Gorge. Oh, let's go.
Can we finally do this?
Yeah.
Thank God.
I just don't like when people are watching me, especially teenage boys. They're so mean.
There's a drone.
Okay, you don't film that.
Okay, go ahead.
So many humans in the world.
Okay, you want to do it again?
Can we leave?
Yeah. Cameras and cats for life, son.
Didn't pay us for that.
Cameras and
We
cats.
have so many subscribers.
We have like 0 subscribers. It's awesome. I'll subscribe to your channel.
We currently have 0 subscribers.
I'll subscribe. Start from the,
0 subscribers.
start from the bottom.
Start from the bottom to go at the bottom.
Now I'm at the bottom still.